So if you click this video, I'm sure you're wondering what it's like working on TV news, and quite frankly, you've clicked on the right video, so stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe and smash that like button, and I'm gonna give you a day in the life of a TV news reporter. Alright, so thanks for tuning in to Malik Wilson TV. So a lot of people always ask me what it's like being in TV news and what it's like being a TV news reporter. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's loud right now in the studio. We have our television station in the background playing, and quite frankly, yeah, I can't control that because our control team is dealing with that and things like that, yada yada yada. But a lot of people always ask me what it's like working in TV news. Me personally, I guess I could just say that it's a job of a lifetime. From meeting people, from working, you know, on TV in front of a camera, learning who you are as a personality, as an on-air personality, which I'll get into. It's just like an all-around character building job that really brings out the best in you. And so I love working on TV. I love being a news reporter. I'm excited to see where this career will take me in life. So first thing first, with being a TV news reporter, everybody thinks that being a TV news reporter, you're going to be on TV every day. You're going to get the shine of being an on-air celebrity and things like that, and you are completely wrong. Being a TV news reporter simply is a reporter going out into the community and getting stories, finding stories, writing a lot, recording video a lot, and you do get TV time. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I know some stations, they let you go live every day. Some stations you go live maybe once a week. Some stations you might go live once a month. It all just depends on what station you're at. So you will get airtime. You will get on TV, and so don't shy away from being a TV news reporter from the fear of you won't be able to be on TV, because you do. It's just not like the anchors that you see every day that are on air 24/7, the face that you see every day. That's not what you're going to be. You are behind the scenes for the most part, sending in stories, coming up with story ideas, meeting the community, going out into the community, and being the voice for the community. All right, sorry guys, I had to get out of the studio. It was way too loud, but basically another part of this job is you get to you meet a lot of people. With your position, you're always out into the community. You're always meeting people. Me being not from North Dakota, and a lot of reporters are not from where you work, and so I'm from North Carolina. A lot of you may know my story. I moved to North Dakota for this position, and it's been, like I said, a blessing. I love it. Another thing to note about this job is that there's no real set time. So you get paid 9 to 5, like most jobs, but if a story is at 5 o'clock in the morning, guess who has to be there? You. If a story is 10 o'clock at night, guess who has to be there? You. You're always on call. There's never a dull moment in news, especially if you live in a big city. And this job, quite frankly, is not for people who are lazy, not for people who don't like to travel, not for people who don't want to be bothered. Like being a TV news reporter, you have to fully invest into your career. You have to fully invest into what you do, because it takes over your life, honestly. And not in a bad way, it doesn't take over your life, but in a sense of, what's good, bro? Doing a video on what it's like being a TV news reporter.
Trash.
Just
work 10 hours. God.
No, it's funny because I was just talking about that, how
long hours.
How there's no real set times. It's a 9 to 5, but like if it's a story at 5 o'clock in the morning, then guess who's doing it?
You.
And if it's a story at 10 o'clock,
you.
So
sometimes you don't even get paid for it.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. You might not get paid for it, so you just have to. This job has to be something that you just want to fully invest in. You care about, and it's not about the money. Which brings me to my next point. The paycheck is not that good, but again, it's.
Bruh.
But the paycheck will get better as you move up in the market.
Yeah, because the first job I started off with,
yeah,
I could, man. Yeah, I got paid more at Chick-fil-A than I did get paid at reporting.
Oh!
That's bad it was in my first job.
Whew.
I was out there, man, I'm hungry. Eating them ham and cheese sandwiches that night. You know.
Bowls of cereal 24/7. But nah, but like we love what we do, and so we love what we do, and you know we're just at like a starting point in our career, and so we stick to it because we know that, you know, the hard work will pay off, and one day
Better pay off.
it definitely will pay off. But the hard work will pay off, and one day you'll be making millions for doing something that you love, and the money again won't even matter to you. So if you can do something you love without really getting paid for it, once you do elevate and start getting paid for it, it's not really the money's not going to really bother you. I hope that makes sense.
This is gonna make you even better.
It's going to make you grind even harder. But what's one tip that you can give to people?
For what? Journalism?
Mm-hmm. And sports.
Flexible. Be flexible. You just gotta be flexible. You gotta, like Malik was saying, you gotta be able to work whenever the story calls. You gotta be there. Also, don't take things personal, because your news directors or people critique your stuff, and they'll say stuff that you might not like, and you might be like, "No, I like that." And they might tear your stuff to shreds. Because my first story I wrote when I was in news, my news director ripped it up, and I was hurt. I thought
I would have cried. I would have cried when I got home. No crap.
I did. I went home and I was like, man, I thought I was good, and I had to rewrite it 5 times.
But that honestly makes you better as a reporter. It makes you better as a person, makes you stronger as a person, makes your skin thicker.
Yeah.
We're in a lower market. We're 146 out of like two something, 210.
I was in 203.
And so I'll also make another video about that, what the markets are and what the market levels mean. And so, like I said, if this video does well, I'll make another video on that. But yeah, a lot of these lower markets it's almost like an internship that you get paid a lot of money for. I like to say that. You get paid, because a regular internship, you're not getting paid, that much. Sure. And so I like to say this is like an internship where you're getting paid a lot of money. You're getting paid a lot of money for an internship.
And also is where you can make your mistakes.
You make a lot of mistakes
in the smaller markets, so you can get better, because they'll be more forgiving, because they're like, oh, you're new, you're learning, so they'll be like, okay, we'll give you another chance. But if you go start real high and you be making mistakes, they're gonna be like, you gotta go.
Tell them who's fired. Who's fired if you mess up live?
You are. I mess up live a lot whenever I first started off. It's just a learning.
It's a learning market.
Yeah, I like the smaller markets are like a training ground. You really get your feet under you and learn how to do everything. At the smaller market, you're gonna really do everything. At my old station, I produced, I reported, I helped fill in with prompter, I helped do cameras in the studio. You do pretty much everything. I was people's photogs. Went live every day, so.
And see, that's another thing. So I was saying too. So the market, the station he was at, not the market, the station he was at before this, he said, they went live every day. And so I was mentioning earlier how not every station is the same. Some stations you go live every day. Some stations you go live maybe once a week, once a month. It just depends on every now and then. It just depends. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'll make another video if this video does well. I keep saying that, but if this video does well, I'll make another video stating how you can kind of finesse that and be on TV every day almost with stand-ups and stuff. And so I'll get into that in another video. But I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the studio. We're gonna go back in there, and
I'm gonna go home.
This goofball.
10 hours. You feel me? I'm tired. Feet are on fire.
Hey guys, I never really get to show you the studio of where all the magic happens. Right over here is the keeps sounding like somebody's walking in. Right over here is the storm center where all the storm meteorologists are. Everybody who says, when I tell people I work on the news, they automatically assume that I'm a meteorologist, because that's what all of you, I guess, uneducated people think the news is. It's just meteorologists showing the weather all the time, which is true, but there's more aspects to it. If you look right now, I'm about to give you some meteorologist stuff right now. I don't even know what to say, but right now we're in the middle of a storm. A storm is rolling in, and we are right here in Minot. And look at this right here moving in. This screen over here actually shows it better. You can see like the lighting. Oh, that's scary. That right there is moving in. The lightning strikes, all of that. And again on this screen, we are up here behind this sign, but yeah, I don't know if you can hear the thunder right now on the audio. I know you can definitely hear this loud TV blasting in the background. CBS is playing in the background. But yeah, this right here is our green screen where the magic really happens, because you can basically put anything back there. For all of you who don't know, so the meteorologist, he basically has like all the cool gadgets and stuff. Right here is his monitor. So the monitor flips out to turn like this. It'll be sideways. And so the cameras will be showing the meteorologist right here, and it'll be showing what is on those screens over there. So that stuff right there will be on this screen right here. And
when you come home and you've had a hard day at work,
I've always said it's hard being a meteorologist because they have to ad-lib so much, but literally he's looking at this screen right over here and pointing on him. It's so, I hope you know what I'm saying. So he's pointing at this, but he's looking at this screen, and it's kind of like figuring out where things are, but he's looking at the screen so he can see it. It's super hard, but I'm sure, oh no. Our meteorologist has been doing this for years, and so it just takes practice. He's good at what he does. But these are our cameras, big cameras. Put up my little vlogging camera to shame. But yeah, these are our cameras that we air on. Right here is you can see yourself. It's basically a TV screen for you to see yourself when you're standing in front of the camera. In here. So this right here is the script that you've written up to read on the screen, read to the audience basically, and it shows down here and it reflects up in here. So if you can see, it's reflecting me right now, and so it reflects, shows you what you're saying, and right there is the lens that you're looking in. So it's kind of like so you'll be standing like this, basically reading straight in front of you. And everything that you're supposed to say comes off on there, which is pretty cool. Everybody says that's easy, which over time it does get easy, but it's super easy to stumble on your words and get messed up, and I've done that multiple times before.
when given the opportunity to go to,
and yeah, it's embarrassing. So, but here is an even bigger screen. You can also see yourself on here as well. Basically right now all the weather is showing, like I said, we have a bad storm coming in. We are again right here in Minot. I do a lot of traveling out here to Williston. I've even gone up into Montana a little bit, collecting stories. It's about a 2-hour distance in between the two. Bismarck also, I've been there before. I went to a couple of parties there. We have another station down there as well. That's also like another 2-hour drive. But if you guys watch my previous video on, what it's like living in North Dakota, if you haven't, go ahead and click this little exclamation point wherever it's somewhere up on top, but it'll show you what it's like living in North Dakota. But nothing is close to North Dakota. Everything is, major cities are like 2 hours apart, and so it's the way to have fun, honestly. But it's super loud in here. They're playing, like I said, CBS in the background, and so yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that little gist about the studio, the station, and yeah. So if you ever have dreams or aspirations of wanting to be on TV, news is definitely a great route to take, because it's so fast paced, it's very demanding, and so they've always said, you know, if you can make it in TV news, you can make it on any type of media, broadcasting, you know, lifestyle shows, any type of thing outside of news. If you can survive in news, you can survive in anything. And so it's a great place to start. And it's super fun. You get to meet a lot of people, things like that. And so yeah.